This is Rashad DeBose here with Legacy Unlimited Sports. In today's segment of Getting to Know the Thunder, we have none other than the owner, Mr. David Fant. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fine, Rashad.
Good.
Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate it.
We've had an awesome time.
Thank you.
Getting to know the Thunder thus far. So we're going to start off. We got about 5 or 6 questions for you, just so they can kind of get to know everybody. You know, the coaching staff, players, things of that nature. The front office.
Sure.
Kind of get some insight on what it takes to roll with the Thunder.
Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate you guys coming.
All right, definitely.
Very much.
So, question number 1: why bring a semi-pro team to Lancaster, Ohio?
That's a good question. I've actually been asked that question a bunch. I've seen the process in place in other small towns across the country, and I said, why not Lancaster? Its primary focus in Lancaster is pretty much nothing. I hate to say it. So when I moved to Lancaster about 16 years ago, I thought to myself, this town is missing something. You know, it has elements that are really, really good, but it has some things that I think we need to work on. So what I set about doing was putting together 2 things that I love: my community, which is Lancaster, Ohio, and actually also, I should say, basketball. So I wanted to marry the two, and I think this is the perfect forefront to do it.
Absolutely. Great. So how do you think the Thunder will impact Lancaster?
Well, Lancaster doesn't even know it yet, but they're going to fall in love with the Thunder. They really are. I mean, the group of guys that we have playing for us are quality guys, quality individuals. I couldn't ask for better. You know, not only good basketball players, but good role models, and just people that Lancaster, if I can get it, can actually look up to. And I think that people are going to come out in droves, and they're going to support this.
Absolutely. So what are the overall expectations in joining the North American Basketball League, or the NABL?
Well, you want to win, and no matter whatever you're doing, if you're throwing horseshoes or doing something else, you want to make sure that you're winning.
Yes,
so we put this team together with the expectation that we're going to compete, and we're going to do a good job with that competition. And what we did is we looked for players who played overseas, had semi-pro experience already, and we're sort of a leg up in that respect on other teams within the league, because this is a great farm system here in Central Ohio. I mean, you have so much good basketball going on around here, and no way to showcase those things. So this was our idea, was a way to be able to showcase those things for the population.
Absolutely.
So this is Central Ohio's team. It says Lancaster, but it's Central Ohio's team, and I think they're going to wrap around us as well.
Yeah, and I think I kind of like the idea of being, Central Ohio's team.
Absolutely.
Just like you said, to be able to allow the guys to have an outlet to showcase what they have.
Absolutely. And, the parents, a lot of these guys who went and played overseas, Marquise Mathis, for instance, and he hasn't played in town in 10 years almost.
Oh, wow.
So it gives us a chance to see him play. I mean, he's played
play too, man.
He can play. I mean, he dropped 50 in Europe a couple of times last year. So he's always a good player, but he's a humble player.
Yes, he is.
And he's the kind of player that you want leading your team.
Right. So what are some of the short-term goals going into year 1? Well,
really just to sustain and make sure that we make it into next year with a professional attitude and professional outlook, and where people are looking at us and see us as professionals, not basketball players, but as professionals.
Absolutely. So
that goes with the way we carry ourselves, that goes with the way that we do business, and just in every aspect of our life. I mean, these guys are living the Lancaster Thunder right now, and as we should, because we want to put the best foot forward. We want Lancaster to love us. We want Central Ohio to love us, and we just have to be professional in what we do and show them that we can do a good job.
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
All right. So thus far, how has the community reacted to the news that a semi-pro team is in town?
Well, you would have thought we brought the Cavaliers down.
Sure.
Really, I mean, they're so starved for basketball and so starved for sports and something to do. It's just almost like you're bringing something that they've never seen before.
Right.
Even though they see basketball all over the place. But one thing, especially in Lancaster, they really have only 2 things. They have the some of the art walks, and they have the fair maybe, and maybe the Lancaster Festival. We can add that in there. But there was never anything to do this time of year.
Right.
Starting from here in March up until June, you didn't have anything to do. So, you know, I think this fills a void that they're really looking for, and I think that the people are starving for this, and they're coming along. I mean, everything that we've heard, every feedback that we've got is all positive. They've really responded to us well.
That's awesome.
And I mean, the mayor came out to our media day.
Oh, wow.
He supported us, and the businesses are looking at us. So I mean, we're trying to do things the right way, and I think the community's seeing us that we're trying to do things the right way. So.
Right. So speaking of businesses and things of that nature, the community, how can businesses or individuals become a proud sponsor of Lancaster Thunder basketball?
Well, you can always contact me. You can contact me, David Fant, of course, 740-243-5929, and I will definitely get back to you, or you can get on our website, which is Lancaster Thunder Basketball. .com. So we would love to have you come out and sponsor us and work with us, because when I put this together, it was about community, and we want you to get, as community owners and business owners, to come out and get something out of it, as well as we're getting something out of it. So it's all a team thing, and we want to make sure that you're part of our team. So we thank you for that.
Great. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
As always, thank you.
Once again,
Thank you, sir.
We're excited. We're only a couple weeks away now.
Oh, I'm nervous
really
too.
Excited. We're really excited to see you guys in action.
Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate
Thanks a lot. We appreciate it as well.
Thanks, sir.
Once again, this has been Rashad DeVos with Legacy Unlimited Sports, and this has been your segment of Getting to Know the Lancaster Thunder.